Welcome to HDToyTheater. Today we're looking at the DC Collectibles Batman Arkham Origins Series 1. This is, of course, Batman. It stands about 7 inches tall. Very well sculpted, painted, has some really good articulation. But let's take a closer look and see if he's worth your money. Taking a closer look at the figure, if you're a fan of the Batman Arkham Origins game, this figure pretty much seems like it leaked out of the video game screen. It's an awesome, very well done figure. The physique, the head sculpt, all the cool armor, design. Feels like this figure, I mean, it's so inspired by the video game, it's just amazing in the sculpting department. That head sculpt is really cool. Let's get a good look on that. Batman hasn't shaved in a while, that's awesome. I like how the eyes are pretty clean on mine. Pointy ears, I like pointy ears on my Batman figure. Look at all the different textures going on with the suit. Look at the neck. That's awesome. And then the well sculpted armor. There, gloves, utility belt. There's no gold or any sense of yellow going on there. It's pretty dull, pretty gray. Awesome looking boots there. And then the cape, very nicely done, flexible. He uses a light gray overall, then he has some medium gray going on. The gloves, for the most part, are flat black, but there's actually gloss black, and it's on the knuckles here. And that's the only area that has gloss black. Everything else is just flat black here, flat on the cape, more deeper gray there. So he's a combination of different types of gray and black. So great looking Batman figure. For articulation, he has a ball jointed head at the top of the neck. Can't look up too much. Can look down pretty decently. Ball hinge arms. Pretty typical range of motion. You'll run into little cape problems there. Single joint elbow. That's as much as you can bend it. Ball hinge wrist. That's kind of surprising. And you can rotate. He has an ab crunch. That's surprising. And a waist rotation. That's even more surprising. So I didn't really expect that. Ball jointed legs here at the top. Not a lot of split action, but enough. It's pretty tight to a degree. Thigh swivel is right above the knee. It's right there. Double jointed knees. Look at that range. That's pretty good. And then, Actually has really pretty decent feet articulation, but it's very, very loose on both sides of my figure, so he's not going to stand very well. But you can rotate, you can bend, you can even ankle rock to a degree. No toe articulation, but it's nice that it's there, and it's pretty. There's a good range of it. Just wish the joints were tighter. But he's very well articulated, I gotta say. Here's a quick comparison shot between the two different versions on the market. We have the Mattel version on the right and the DC Collectibles on the left. In terms of sculpting and articulation, I give it to DC Collectibles. In terms of durability, the plastic, then I'd say definitely Mattel. It's really designed more for the kid who tends to throw and be rough with their action figures. So take those little points to heart and decide how you want to go with your purchase. Final thoughts on this figure. Even though he has no accessories and you have to deal with very loose ankle joints, the figure is still very well done. Awesome sculpt, awesome paint job. The articulation is pretty impressive for a DC Collectibles action figure, and I think it's a lot better than the Mattel version. So price about $25. Get yours at a local comic book store near you, bigbadtoystore.com, amazon.com, and of course eBay. So I hope you guys enjoy the review. Hit like, dislike, and or comment. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out HDToyTheater.com, and we'll see you next time.